Alrighty, Lumberjacks, welcome back to another single-player episode. In this episode, we're going to be testing out the new Skidder. Well, new to the single player anyway. I'm sure lots of you guys are running around with it right now. On the back of this guy, we have this new killer tail that comes off it. Looks kind of like a scorpion's tail that sticks out. Basically, it's kind of more of a high lift, so you can really bring the trees off the ground while you're dragging them. So we're going to go kind of give it a little bit of a test this episode. I think it should be kind of fun. We definitely have a few skids out here that need to come back to us, so we'll test it out, and then I think we decide we're going to cut really tiny shorts, so I'm going to do a little bit of a test with that to see how tiny we can make them, but I'm thinking 5s will probably be the lowest we'll be able to go. Let's try this out here. So let's hook this guy. That guy, that one's been cut a few times. And that one. Perfect. I think that's all of them, hey? Turn on our winch. So, you know, as it kind of comes up, you can actually lift it right up in the air, which is really nice. Gives you a little bit of depth. You can cinch it right up to the skidder, and it actually keeps it up in the air, which is really nice. Sometimes if you hook them too far apart, they drag on the ground, but I mean, it still brings it back to the landing, so... So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll drop them a little more inland, like around here probably is a good drop spot. That way, that processor's not going to have to shove them onto the road. I can just drop them right nicely beside it. And we'll give this a little shove here. If I can. Well, that's good enough. Actually, you know what we might do? Because the shield goes down further, we're going to use that to give him a little push here. It's because those little thin guys like to sneak onto the map when you try to push them with the other blades sometimes. Just because they're wee little trees. There we go, that'll be good. Raise this guy back up if I can remember how. There we go. And we'll go grab some more turns. It's been a while since we've done some skidding, especially with this kind of a skidder. I've always wanted to make one with a high back on it. And yeah, we finally have the ability to do that, so it's kind of cool. The table one was good too. Like, I actually really did like the table style skidder there. It worked out quite well. But actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with this one, and then these can all be hooked. The table skidder had a little bit of issues with just loading it on. Some people weren't having a good time trying to get them hooked. So just to kind of choose the easy route, I kind of went with this instead, which works pretty good too. So see, some still drag on the ground there, but ultimately they're still kind of in the air, which is the idea we want here. Let's see if we can drag these in here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so anyway, like I said, this one's a lot easier to use for a lot of people as well, so it's kind of nice. And I can definitely see why it's easier. There's lots of different things in it that make it easy. Oh man, there's only 2 here? I have a feeling we can do better than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook onto this group and I'll drag it up to this one. Let's go right here. And go ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow. And we're not going to actually even do anything with it. I just want to drag it up to this other side here. Let's see if we can kind of cinch these up a little bit better. There we go. Okay, so let's try to hook. This one is the main. That one, that one. It's kind of a wacky one. It's better when they're all straight together, but we'll see how it goes here. There we go. Let's see how it hauls them here. Oh, it works out pretty good. It's a pretty decent way to skid now. It's a lot easier for sure than it used to be. Looks like I got it pinned between a tree and another tree here. There we go. It's a little too much weight on there, so our skidder's kind of having a time with it. See if we can get them to turn in here. There we go, that's what we wanted. Beauty. Oh, that one's kind of stuck between the thingy and the thingy there. I'm gonna have to give it a trim. I don't know how it gets stuck up there, but now it'll be a nice end for processing. We don't have to do any work. Yeah, just stuck right in there, huh? Interesting. That could have been why it was doing that kind of a weird tipsy situation there too. Just a sec here. I just gotta look at our time, which we're only 5 minutes in, so we got another 10 minutes, which is fantastic. Lots of time to do lots of fun things. So I'm gonna grab one more skid, and then I think we'll probably start processing. Cross over our trees. I'm surprised we're running over those trees and they're not going all crazy and flying around. That's kind of nice. I guess we'll just grab this group right here. I was thinking about maybe trying to grab those two. Maybe we'll just get creative. We'll grab these two as well. I'm gonna pull this buncher ahead a little here too. Just to give us a little bit of leeway here. So I'm gonna hook onto these two, pull them up to that pile. And then we'll see what happens here. I think I'm gonna hook, probably this guy can be the main. Oops, a little bit closer, thanks. And then hook all these. This will be kind of an ugly drag, but whatever, that'll do the trick. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. An error or anything? Is that like pinned or something? Something's going on here. One of these must be pinned between a couple trees or something. Yep, this one right here. Watch this. As soon as I cut this, it's gonna be this nice springy action. Ka-chow. Oh, I guess when you cut the trees, it cancels the wind shear. I didn't know that. We just learned something new today. Okay, grab that, grab that, grab that. Pull out a little bit here. Yeah, like I said, it's not going to be a perfect winch this one, but we'll get it out of here. As long as the trees are leaving the bush and heading for the landing, don't matter how they got there. That's the way I look at it. The only thing I'm concerned about is if it will hit these guys when I drag it through. Oh, we're good. And then I'm going to just literally drive over our own trees and drop them right here. Perfect. Well, that worked out better than I thought it would. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to do a quick test. I'm going to grab one of these trees and I want to buck it into 5s. I don't know if I've ever done 5s. I'm going to do actually, let's even do a 4. Let's get crazy. Let's try doing a 4 and see what happens here. Let's go right here. Beauty. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think a 4 is probably pretty short. It's very short. Oh man, never done 4s. Oh, it's still too heavy though. Okay, well that's fine. We can test it. We'll use the proper equipment. We won't try to be Superman. Let's grab you. Oops, if I can grab you. Get rid of that piece in the bushes. Let's try to see if this will fit on that bunk, even when it's where it is now. I could probably actually make those bunks even a little tighter if I need to. Oh my god, look at that, it fits 4s. Alright, we're gonna do 4s. I think that'll be fun. Man, these piles are gonna be like crazy high. Like I said, I've never ever done 4s before, so. And I'm gonna try to process them. It's not really super flat here, but we're gonna try to process them onto the road. Alright, 4s it is, guys. That's so funny. Super short shorts. And then anything under... Yeah, I shouldn't even have done that one, probably. That's okay, though. This will be interesting. This will be some really long processing time, but it'll be interesting little piles for sure. I'm gonna try to go like this. There we go. These little piles are funny. Alright, so the way these are laying, it kind of wants it more on an angle here, so we wanted to go straight across from our skid. We'd have to go kind of like crossways a bit. So let's try that. Let's give this pile a little tip here. Like that, I guess. That's kind of straight across, kind of, sort of. These will have to be pretty straight because there won't be a lot of button up with that stupid dangle head there. So why are we using it, you ask? Because we want to try something different. That's why. Whatever. I'm just going to put the other little pieces over here. I mean, technically we could probably still load those little tiny ones, but I just don't want them mixed up with the other stuff because that gets a little iffy. Oh, these little trees are so funny. Cute little trees. There we go. Beauty. I knew these little trees would create long processing videos, but you know what? That's okay. I don't mind processing. It's kind of fun. Something different. Yeah, we'll put that in the tiny pile. The tiny pile. I gotta get some new joysticks though. My right trigger, I've always complained that it's had a little bit of issues, but recently I feel like I have to hit it like 3 times to get it to cut, which is not ideal for sure. So I think the time is nigh to get some joysticks happening. I just really don't want to take apart my chair yet. Ugh, so much work, so much dinking around. But we'll see. We'll see how next month goes, and I'll probably just grab another joystick. Okie dokie, smoky. At least with these long trees, you can get a whole bunch of cuts. Like I said, these are crazy short shorts. Crazy short shorts. Okay, perfect. And this map should be coming out public by the end of, well, when is this going to come out? This video will probably be out in, what, June? Probably June. That's my guess. So when this video does come out, it should be this month that this map's coming out, if you're thinking June anyway. So lots of maps have been coming out over the last little bit here, the remastered ones, and those have been getting a really good response. So I think it's about time to unleash the dragon here. This is going to be a fun one to get out. Process until you drop. Beautiful. And grab and twist and turn and twist. We almost need to get that grapple saw for this stuff, eh? Make some kind of ingenious... Actually, the buck saw would be the best to make these. You can just grab these trees in mass quantity and just zing, make 4s. Oops. I kind of went a little off there. But hey, at least we're getting rid of these trees. That's good. And we can actually do chips on this map because we got that cool little chipper over here. We can bring the... I'm trying to work on building a dolly kind of trailer, I guess you could say, for the back of that chip truck, so that you can haul the excavator around on it. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm just in the process of finding a trailer that will work good for that, so... how are we doing here for time? Oh man, we're right at the 15 mark here, so let's cut one more tree and then call it here. Then, when we come back in the next one, what we're going to do is probably keep processing this pile, get these cleared up. We definitely have to do some more bunching. There's a lot of trees to knock down out there. And, we'll put one more in here. And then we can play with that dangle loader, loading up these shorts, see if it's actually any good, worthy or not. Then we can determine if we want to release it or not, if it's actually a good enough machine to be considered release time. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the content, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.